Hey guys, what's happening? My name is Jack Southall and I'm here with a Raw review for January the 5th, 2015. This was I don't know how to think about when it comes to this Raw. This was a weird ass way to start the year. But anyway, let's get into it. So, we opened the show with an actual fucking intro. Congratulations, WWE. You didn't do it at all last year, or a little bit during the year before that. You just went right into the show, which I hate. I'm happy they brought back an intro, even though the song sucks. And then we had Pyro, which is really cool. And so we have John Cena and the entire roster come out, and then Cena apologizes. I'm sorry for bringing back the Authority, and for not helping Edge when Rollins was about to break his bloody neck last week. And then the Authority came back last week, and then they came out here tonight, and they announced that Seth Rollins is going to be added to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at the Royal Rumble. So it's going to be a triple threat match: Brock Lesnar versus John Cena versus Seth Rollins. This should be an interesting match. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully Rollins brings an extra flavor to this match, because I really didn't want to see another Brock Cena match. But anyway, yeah, and they also announced that Dolph Ziggler, who was also in the ring, will defend his Intercontinental Championship against Bad News Barrett, and the match happens right then and then. And also, before I get to that, Booker T was on commentary tonight. He replaced Jerry the King Lawler, who was hurt. But man, it's so much more listenable with Booker T on commentary. I love Booker T on commentary. I don't know about the whole shucky ducky quack quack thing, or whatever, the Fave 5. Bring back a lot of memories from 2011. But anyway, let's get into the match. So, Ziggler rolls up Bad News Barrett for the win. And Bad News Barrett gets pissed off and beats the ever-loving shit out of poor Dolph Ziggler, and the crowd reacts well to him, because Dolph Ziggler is such a sympathetic babyface. He's so good at that. And then Kane comes out. Clumsy Kane goes, "Oh, whoopsie daisy, I forgot to mention that this was a 2 out of 3 falls match." Kane, yes, silly Billy. But anyway, Bad News Barrett hits the waistline, I think nearly automatically to score the second fall, so it's all even. He gets a few covers on Ziggler, but he constantly kicks out. Great showing here, and he's just fighting back. It's so hard not to hate this guy, because Ziggler's the shit, man. I'm telling ya. Stole it from you, Kevin Nash. But then Kane gets onto the apron. He tries to distract Ziggler. Ziggler super kicks him. But then Bad News Barrett, boom, hits the bull hammer and scores the third fall, and he is your new Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, congratulations to Bad News Barrett, but it fucking sucks that Ziggler loses the title again. How many times has he won the Intercontinental Championship this year? I think it's like 3 times he's won it this year. So, yeah, poor Ziggler. Well, no, last year was 2, this time 1, but you understand, in the last 12 months. So, then we get a promo from Roman Reigns. I know what you're thinking, oh dear. And Roman Reigns cuts this Superman promo. He's faster than a speeding bullet, and all that dumb shit. It was terrible. It was horrible. Let's move on. Then we get a Bray Wyatt promo, and he talks about the match he's going to have, the ambulance match with Dean Ambrose, coming up later tonight. And he says something like how the devil's going to walk beside him, and suffering's going to come to Dean Ambrose and all that. So yeah, good for Bray. Now we get to the Ascension versus Jobber Jim and Jobber Joe. That's not the name. They're just 2 jobbers, local competitors, whatever, from Corpus Christi, Texas, where Raw took place tonight. And here's the thing that pisses me off when it comes to Ascension. They cut a promo on Demolit, how They talk about all the great teams from the past, like Demolition and the Road Warriors. But for some reason, JBL gets so fucking mad, he just buries the Ascension. Like, what the fuck, JBL? Like, I understand Road Warriors was a great team, and I understand they were trying to get heel heat, but Jesus Christ, man, no need to bury the poor guys on fucking Raw, man. Like, seriously. But, oh well. Let's just move on. They squash them. Ascension wins. You know, good for them. They need a win. There we go. Light. Next, we get a promo from Rusev and Lana, who weren't there tonight. Were they there? Well, they had a backstage kind of thing promo. They talk about Russian Christmas and Vladimir Putin and America sucks, and, you know, typical Rusev and Lana promo. So, yeah, that was it. Then we get to Big Show versus Roman Reigns. That match sounds exciting. No? Oh, dear. I don't blame you, the match fucking sucked anyway. So, Big Show gets the steel steps and hits Reigns with it, causing a disqualification, aka every single match ever on Raw. But then, Show gets in the ring, he's got the big steel steps, and Roman Reigns hits the spear like a speeding bullet, because he's apparently Superman now, and the steps land on his head. Poor Big Show. Next, we have Nikki Bella versus Natalya. It's only getting better from here, folks. But Paige comes out, the newest member of Total Divas, for those of you who watch it, even though I don't, because I think the show's stupid as shit. But Paige comes out to help Maddie, because Bree's in Nikki's corner. And I believe Natalya wins. I think I can see a Nikki Bella Paige feud or something. Here's what I'd like to see. So, Nikki Bella versus Natalya is probably going to happen at the Royal Rumble. I hope it happens. Natalya beats Nikki. They have a rematch at Fastlane, which is the pay-per-view in February. And then at WrestleMania, Paige gets involved and they have a submission match for WrestleMania 31. That'd be pretty awesome. Keep that in mind, Vinnie Mac. But yeah, that was it for the Divas segment. Next, we have a Dean Ambrose promo. He's doing the same thing Bray Wyatt did, just building up to the ambulance match later on. I like the build-up. They showed like a promo package, even though it was probably the same one from Survivor Series or TLC or whatever. It was nice they were building up to this match. It felt like it was a big fight feel, you know, so kudos to them for that. Then we get Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. Why'd you guys break them up? I don't get that. Like, their personalities and their gimmicks are so fucking similar. Why would you break them up? I don't get it. Like, keep them together as a tag team, because we need more tag teams instead of Usos facing the Golden Stardust for the 10,000th time, or Miz and Mizdow. But yeah, we need some new tag teams, and I reckon bring Rowan and Harper together again. You know, that'd be really good. But J&J Security are the guest referees. Obviously, the trend of the night is embarrassing the members of Team Cena, minus the Big Show, at Survivor Series. Of course, with Dolph Ziggler losing the IC title, and Harper winning with a screwy finish. Eric Rowan gets screwed in the match, but yeah, that was it. Who gives a fuck about that match? So, next up, we have this footage of backstage before the show of Alicia Fox and Naomi, because later on tonight it would be the Usos and Naomi versus The Miz and Mizdow and Alicia Fox in a mixed 6-person tag. So, Alicia Fox comes to Naomi and talks about how she was kicked off Total Divas and now she's on. And there's a little bit of tension there, and then all of a sudden Alicia Fox fucking snaps and just beats the crap out of Naomi. Alicia Fox turns heel for the 10 millionth time. Alright, good for her. Like, how long did she turn face for? Like, 2-3 months, like really short. So the winner of that match, Miz's team wins. Good for them. Hopefully, I'd like to see a Naomi and Alicia Fox match down the line. Maybe probably not the Royal Rumble, maybe like at Fastlane or on an upcoming Raw or something like that. So that'd be interesting to see. Next, we get to what was supposed to be Ryback versus Seth Rollins. But then Kane has to come out, of course. And it's now a handicap match. I could give 2 fucks because Kane's gimmick is just terrible. Rollins wins with 2 bloody curb stomps onto Ryback. Poor big guy. And yeah, that's the end of that. Then we get to what technically is the main event match of the show. Adam Rose versus Big E. Who gives a mother's bucks about this match? Big E wins by DQ, whoop-de-doo. But here comes these 2 queer as shit looking rosebuds. Well, that's what I was thinking during the time. And does a sick move on him. And I'm like, who the hell are these guys? And they look like something out of a Lady Gaga video clip. And then they take off their white masks. And it's Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I swear to God, if they get partnered with Adam Rose... Why? Fuck you, Adam Rose! But, and they dance with Adam Rose. Please, do not partner these 2 fantastic athletes in Cesaro and Tyson Kidd with some fuckwit Adam Rose. Hashtag Stop Adam Rose 2015. Next, final segment of the night. Oh boy, the John Cena Appreciation segment. Now, they've been showing little clips of John Cena's big moments throughout his career, like when he debuted on SmackDown and beat Kurt... Well, he didn't beat Kurt Angle, but when he wrestled Kurt Angle and then afterwards shaked The Undertaker's hand on his debut. Then they go to WrestleMania 21 where he beat JBL for the WWE Championship. And then we get to the night where John Cena gets drafted to Raw and all that. So those were the 3 John Cena Appreciation Night little segments they put in. And so Cena comes in and then Triple H and Stephanie talk about, like, you know, kissing John Cena's ass deliberately to piss the fans off. And then we get Eric Rowan, Dolph Ziggler, and Ryback with no reaction for any 3 of them. Because the Corpus Christi town crowd was completely dead when they came out. Come on, guys. It's fucking... Not even Ziggler got a great reaction. You silly, silly Corpus Christi people. Yeah. So, now that I've pissed off everyone from that area, I'm really sorry. But, we get there, and then Triple H and Stephanie pretty much fire all 3 of them. Eric, Dolph, and Ryback. And right after that, they just play Lex Luger's old fucking music from '93 when he was trying to be the new Hulk Hogan. Remember when they tried to do that when Hogan left to go to WCW? And balloons fall and glitter falls, and they're like, you can thank John Cena, you can appreciate John Cena for that. And this bit, I do not blame the crowd for not reacting. Because how do they react? Should they be happy? Should they be angry? Like, I don't blame you for getting silent for that. What I do blame you is getting silent for when Ryback, Ziggler, and Rowan came out. But that bit, I do not blame you whatsoever. And that was a weird-ass way to end the show. And I'm going to admit, like, that bit had me laughing because the fucking music, Lex Luger's bloody music, got me laughing. So, screw you, Lex Luger's music, which was probably made by Jim Johnston. But, I don't know, I've heard it in a couple of other places, so it could be from someone else. Whatever. But, yeah, that was not a good way to kick off the year. If this is a sign of things to come, we're in for a rough road to WrestleMania. But, yeah, that was my little recap. My final thoughts are, I like the Bad News Barrett Dolph Ziggler match. I like the ambulance match, the bit where, they did a lot of cool spots, like Ambrose doing his typical jumping off the ambulance and putting his elbow through the table. Did I talk about the Ambrose and Wyatt ambulance match? I don't. If I did or didn't, whatever. But Wyatt wins the ambulance match. Such a shame that Ambrose had to lose again. Poor Ambrose. But I don't know who's going to win the Royal Rumble besides Daniel Bryan. My boy, Mr. Respect the Beard himself, I know is going to win the Rumble. I don't know anyone else who could win. But my final thoughts, Ziggler and Bad News Barrett, good. Ambulance match, good. Everything else, shit. How would I rate this Raw? Well, I'm going to give this Raw 1 thumbs down. This is going to be my new rating system. Like, thumbs up, there, you know. But 1 thumbs down.